Hey everybody, Thomas here. So last night I put up a few more of these posts and everything. There was a thunderstorm rolling up and I tried doing a video. Lightning everything in the background wasn't the smartest idea. Got it in the ground, but I'm like, I need to redo that video because I was rushed and it was very sporadic. So what we have here is to get the last of the 6 post telephone poles I'm putting in the ground. Or actually, yeah, these are telephone poles. The telephone poles are pier pilings. They're heavy, I mean hundreds of pounds, 18 foot long. The shorter ones I cut down to about 16 foot. I'm going to build this building kind of high because I want to have some storage space above. So I'll kind of go over that later on, but I'm going to show you how I get these massive posts or poles into the ground using a tractor. And again, it's a balancing act. I think I've got the camera in a safe place where it won't get destroyed. I'm like 5 for 6 right now, so we'll see how the 6th one goes. So here we go. So that went pretty well. Need to fine tune it with some hand movements. Yeah, she's all the way in there. That's a very long pole. Alright, now I'm going to show you kind of what we have going on here. So, again, this is the last post I put into the ground. I'll straighten it up with the tractor later. So, the old chicken coop there, which I'll be tearing down here shortly. On the back side here, you have 3 posts. These 3 posts are spaced out around 17 foot or so. Total length of the structure is 32 feet. On the front side here, so again, this is for my sawmill shed. On the front side, I'll have between post on the far right hand side over here to this post right here, I have 22 feet of opening. Now with that, I have a 23-foot long beam I'm going to be putting out there. This is where I'm going to be loading the log, so I had to have a large enough area. But on the back side, I have another 12 foot between these two posts here. And this is, sorry, my dog ran to the bottom of the camera. Between this part right here, this is going to be where the sawmill head will be, and I'll have an enclosure kind of around that. And then the entire structure is 12 foot wide. Now, it's insanely tall right now. I think, again, the last post I just put in there was the one that was close to 20 foot. There's a new puppy there. She's all over the place. So again, 12 foot between here. I'll have ample swing room to be able to back in or pull in forward with the truck and sawmill and everything. Got ample working room around here. I'm up on top of this hillside, so I'll have a good, you know, southwest, or excuse me, not southwest, north-south directional wind to blow through here. I think it's going to work out really well. So my goal today was just to get this last post into the ground. I got to run back up there to the hospital and check on the wife. This is early in the morning, 2 days after my wife gave birth with our 4th child. But, you know, we're kind of gluttons for punishment. What else do we do whenever we get a new baby? We get a new puppy dog. So there's Cassie. She's our Catahoula pup we just picked up. Literally 2 days before my wife gave birth. But she's a cutie. She's 12 weeks old right now. Gonna make a great little farm dog, protector dog, and everything. She's got some brindle on her paws. But looking to train her up to protect the chickens, the goats, the kids, all that stuff. And you know, it's kind of sad, but our other dog, our good protector dog, Emily, she's getting up there in age, and I don't know how much longer she's gonna be around. When we got her, we lived in Hawaii, and she was between the ages of 2 and 6. Well, that's been 10 years ago, and she's showing a lot of hip issues, so we'll see how that goes. And then we still have our black lab, Molly. She's you know, the lovable black lab she is. But yeah, so I just want to show everybody kind of what we're working here on the farm. This will be the next project. I've got a couple other projects still ongoing, but that is the life on a on a farm. Everything is, there's always something to do, places to be, animals to pet. There's Molly right there playing with her little pet squirrel. And then in the future, so based on the location of the sawmill shed and everything, I have it underneath these large trees here. I'm gonna have to trim back some of those limbs you see way up there. The goal is eventually to put another woodworking shop. I had intentions to put it out there next to my burn pile where I burn my wood scraps and everything, but I think I'm actually gonna use the flat ground that I have here close to my trailer, and as crazy as it seems, I'm gonna actually just build underneath this tree again. I don't typically like building on these trees because of the leaves and everything that come off, but I just have to make it a monthly or bi-monthly cleaning, you know, checkpoint where I go up on there and get the leaves off. But essentially, where Molly is, I'm probably going to put in a building here, so I'll be able to work somewhat in the shade and everything, and have like my little wood shop directly next to where the mill's going to be. But again, very large structure. I will have storage above the sawmill to dry some of my longer boards. That's what I find issues with, is if I'm cutting something, say 16, 18 foot long, I have a really hard time finding a place to dry it. So I'm going to make this building where I have rafters above, or storage rack above, where I can store my longer boards up out of the way, because I have ample clearance above the sawmill head. And as you see on those trees laying down the back, I've got that lumber over there. That's all white oak. All of my rafters on this will be essentially white oak. So the footprint of this building will be 32 feet. Let's see, is that right? No, 34 foot. Yeah, 34 foot lengthwise with a roof coverage of 36 feet. 12 foot wide with a roof coverage of 14 feet, maybe a little bit more. And I think that'll be, and then I'll have quarter walls, or actually third walls on the upper portions, pretty much all the way around it, to prevent blowing of rain and stuff. And also my little chicken coop here, it'll be gone because it'll be out of the way, and this will be another area where I can possibly do like a little lean-to and store some wood. But I want to leave enough room to get the tractor on either side of the mill and scrape out sawdust. Plus I want to have a location up here in the front yard, so when I have people coming over to buy wood or whatnot, I can actually tell them, hey, come to the front yard, vice come to the backyard. They can make everything a lot easier, and I can keep an eye on everything. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining, informational. This will be a multi-part series. These videos will probably be once a month or so, intermittent with other videos that I'm doing. I am due for an update on the tractor. I'm up to about 70 hours on the Massey Ferguson 2705E. Love this tractor. I'll have to do an update on there. Go in detail, things I love, things that I don't love, and just some improvements I'm going to be making to the tractor sometime in the future here. But all right, y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.